What are you seeing from your group so far?
It's been a big challenge to make sure the guys that we have had come out to get them acclimated, because we had a lot of kids come, but they came after school had started. So it was almost a blessing in disguise in terms of us having 2 bye weeks. We ended up having 2 bye weeks because West Hall, of course, had to push our game back.
Right.
So in a way, it's something we normally wouldn't want, but it was a blessing in disguise because those guys actually almost got like a mini camp, so to speak. So they got a chance to really continue to get better and kind of get themselves acclimated in terms of their conditioning and things of that nature. So, hopefully and prayerfully it'll pay off for us.
Y'all fought hard last week with Franklin. What did you learn about your group last week?
We got a ton of improvement from game 1 to game 2. Offensively, we're really close to where we want to be. We had a couple opportunities. If we punch it in, we feel like we're right there in the fourth quarter. So that part I was glad to see. We cleaned up a lot of the penalties. Our fundamentals were better, and defense we're coming along.
How is this team improving in your mind?
I really feel like we're coming together and really getting behind Coach Turner in the offense. We really struggled with that in the first game, and then penalties, we got to be more disciplined. But I think it's coming good. We'll get there eventually.
Coach, I know y'all had an off week to kind of get ready for this, playing East Hall. What kind of a matchup do you see with this?
Well, Matt Turner and he's doing a really good job with those guys as far as getting the numbers up. They have a really good quarterback who's experienced, has a ton of talent, has an ability to be able to extend the play, unlike really what we've seen throughout this past year and this year combined. So we got a ton of respect for them, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
How is your group looking and getting ready for this week?
Our group, we've changed up our scheme a little bit, so now we have it way more easier, straight body-to-body contact now. We're pushing people out the way right now.
You're here. What are you expecting this week?
We expect Johnson's going to come out like gangbusters. I know they're going to be excited to play. They hadn't played, I think, for 3 weeks.
Something like that.
Yeah, so I know they're going to be excited to play, and we're excited to play them. And Coach Harrell's done a great job over there. On film, we know how improved they look from last year, so we know we got our work cut out for us.
You guys have been able to score points for a while, but stopping people. How do you feel like the defense is coming along?
I feel like it's getting there. We're really changing it up this week, just changing up the style of defense we're going to be playing, and we're just going to have to see how it works out this week.
Do you see this game is it going to be the key in, kind of slowing down Cleet Cooper in that offense, or you guys maybe controlling the ball a little bit? What do you think is the key?
I think the biggest key is just, trying to limit the amount of touches that he has, the amount of possessions that he have. They have a very explosive offense. Like I said, anytime, Cleet has the ball in his hands, he's able to do something with it. And we have to just make sure that we can do what we can to slow him down and also limit the amount of touches he has. So it's going to be important for our offense to try to establish some things, and then defensively, try to stay in front of them.
What's the key? Is it y'all's offense maybe being able to control the ball, or are you going to have to make some plays on defense?
Offense, I think we're going to have to control the ball while making plays on defense because their quarterback is pretty good. I'm not going to lie, he's pretty good. But I feel if we control the ball on offense, we'll do good.
Well, how do you see this game? I think a lot of us see this game. They're probably them trying to slow it down a little bit. Control the ball, keep the ball out of Cleet's hands. How do you defend against that if that's kind of a good plan?
Best way to defense against that is get them off the field. Get them off the field, win third downs. So when they get a third down, we get them off and get our offense back on the field and sustain drives. We got to sustain drives. That's kind of been our Achilles heel. First couple of weeks is moving it well, but just kind of hitting that point in the game where we don't continually sustain drives.